Before the video starts, here's a quick shout out to Dhanush, Priyam, Jainish, Travel Freak, Visharad and Karthik. For a shout out in the next video, type your comment, like the video and make sure that you're subscribed with notifications. The comments with the most likes will get a shout out in the next video. Good morning YouTube. I'm Augie F. This is Rage and today we're on a breakfast ride. Welcome to the channel. I don't know what's going on with Mumbai's weather. It was hot AF last night and all of a sudden we have these dark rain clouds circling around the place. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gone out for a breakfast ride like this. And this is going to be a slightly longer ride than some of the previous breakfast rides we've been on. We're heading to Malchis Ghat, which is about 2.5 to 3 hours from where I live. Weather conditions as always play a big part in our motorcycle trips. Today is no different. Over the last few days it's been really hot here in Mumbai. In fact, it recorded about 40 degrees I think the other day, which is insanely hot even for Mumbai. I think those are Mumbai to Nagpur type of temperatures. Either way, it's not like I'm expecting there to be some sort of shade at Malchis Ghat, but yeah, a little pleasant weather wouldn't have hurt. Those of you who follow me on Instagram would know that it's been a while that I've taken Rage out for one of these rides. And again, I do ride Rage a lot in the city, but haven't had the time to ride it on the highway as much. Mainly because I've been getting a lot of media motorcycles to ride. The Multistrada, the Z900 to name a few. Yeah, if all goes well, I should have my hands on the Triumph Trident sometime next week or maybe slightly later than that. I have been invited for the launch event. Hopefully the motorcycle also materializes after that. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I don't attend some of these launch events. I've noticed in the past that we end up giving them publicity on social media through whatever reach we have, and the motorcycle doesn't really end up coming to us for a review. I think some of these companies are a little more traditional in the way they hand out their media motorcycles to auto journalists and so on, and to be honest, I can't really blame them because some people under the guise of motovlogging do some really shady shit. Alright, we've got an old friend from motovlogging who will be joining us today, and I'll show you who that is once we reach the meetup point. Alright, guest appearance by Savio aka SP3 Rides. Some of you would have seen him in some of my earlier videos. We've got the regular culprits, Brian on his 650F. We've got Dylan on his glowing Duke 200. And we've got Ankit here on his Duke 390. Say hello to Rage, that's the ride on air seat. Kriega US 10. I don't want to call it a tail pack because it's so much more than that. But yeah, for lack of a better term right now, tail pack. Both Ankit and I are running Senas, so at some point today we might be able to have a conversation. But yeah, for now, for the vlog, let's stick to riding solo. Okay, Savio and Dylan just overshot this. Sagar's over here just getting a puncture fixed, so we're gonna wait for him and then meet these guys up ahead.
A few moments later.
Alright, back on the road now. Sagar's puncture has been taken care of. Dylan and Savio are just a few kilometers ahead, I believe. We have about 2.5 hours of riding ahead of us before we reach Malchis Ghat. Oh, there are the boys. We'll just control the pace a little bit here. Yeah, so I carried the drone back there in the Kriega US 10 pack. I wanted to try something different in terms of the way I pack my motorcycle luggage this time around. Ooh, a Meteor. Nice color too. Yeah, so I wanted to try something different with the way I pack my luggage. Instead of having a tank bag ahead, which kind of restricts how much I can move around to some extent, I decided to go with the tailback that doesn't restrict as much. Nice to see some other motorcyclists out on a Sunday too. Always have to be riding 2 car lengths ahead, man. Always. And sometimes 1 car length behind too. Man, people are insane here, dude. It's saying go straight, I don't know. We have to take a right, you're saying, yeah? Yeah, it is a straight. Straight, I was go straight. Keep going straight. Keep going straight. This right, this right. Yeah, so Google Maps had us tripping back there. It was telling us take a left and then it was telling us take a right. So yeah, if you can hear that now, it's now telling me to take a right. And this is the correct way to be going to Malchus Ghat. Yeah, it's usually the transitions between these fast highway runs and then the slow city riding that catches a lot of riders off guard. I think it's hard for some people to make that switch and realize that they're in a crowded area versus on an open highway, and vice versa, of course. Quick stop for some refreshments. Wow, power is 100 rupees per litre. Damn. 1 million later. Okay, we're on slightly better roads now. A little less traffic to deal with, but yeah, there's always some guys who are looking to overtake but not actually overtaking and blocking your way ahead. Yep, it's all about waiting for the right moment to overtake. You won't always get it very soon, but when it happens, it's a joy. Saying that just as Brian passes me. Yeah, these roads kind of remind me of the old way back from Goa. I'm not referring to the Amboli Ghat road. I'm talking about the way through Chiplun. And while it's a longer way back, it has a lot of these winding turns, fast winding turns. Makes for a very interesting ride. And yeah, there's very little traffic down that road too. The only problem is it's narrow like this, so in order to find a place to overtake, you need to be very well calculated. Yeah, this is the first proper highway run that I've done with the motorcycle after switching over to the Castrol Power One Ultimate oil. I'm using the 15W50 oil grade for the RC390, which is what KTM recommends for this motorcycle in India. Castrol mentioned that there's 5 key benefits that you'll notice. Yeah, so one of the key benefits that I've noticed with my time with the motorcycle on the highway now and through these Ghat section is the way the motorcycle accelerates. The throttle response is a lot more crisp, and the motorcycle itself feels a lot more willing to jump out of a corner very easily. That makes the RC390 feel right at home. Another key benefit that I've noticed is in the way that the motorcycle has started to smoothen out. Usually in the lower revs, you can feel a lot of vibrations going through the bike, especially at the handlebar. But after switching over through this oil, and obviously after tightening a few bolts here and there, the motorcycle has started to smoothen out and feel a lot more refined over the last few 100 kilometers. Very important for me is the motorcycle's ability to stay cool, and I don't mean that it should run cold, but it should remain within operating temperatures for as long as it can. And with my switches over to the Castrol Power One range, not just the Ultimate, I have noticed that the motorcycle runs a lot better than it previously did. If you'll notice, the heat gauge has constantly been within controllable limits, and at no point in time have I felt the engine being stressed out as much. So yeah, very pleased with the switch over to Castrol. Finally at the Ghat section. This is pretty amazing to see. Check out how high that place is. I don't think we'll be making it all the way up there, but it will be somewhere close to the top eventually. It's nice that they've made these sort of run-off areas for cars and bikes to park, keeping in mind how many people come over here just for the view. It's a little dangerous to stop in the middle of the road and click pictures, so they've made accommodations for those too. But it all comes at a price, right? There has to be some construction going on. Ooh, look at that view. Are we going?
Yeah, let's go. It's not far.
What a view this is, yeah. This is...
Have you seen the view from the view?
No.
It's crazy.
We're now going to be heading towards MTDC Resort, I think is the place Ankit suggested. I've already carried stuff to eat, so I'm not going to be eating from there. So if you put Malchus Ghat on Google Maps, this is the exact spot where it'll ask you to stop at. Alright, finally here at the resort, and it's breakfast time. Alright, so after having our breakfast over here at MTDC, we are now just chilling out in the corner under the shade of the tree over there. I'm usually someone who is scared of heights, and this is right up there with some of the highest places I've been. You have some really tall peaks over there, and these are not places that I've seen before when I've come here for a ride, but it's really nice to see it from this point of view. I think we've always been there on the road previously, watching over the valley, but yeah, this is a different experience altogether. It'll be really nice to see what this place looks like when it rains, and I've never really done a ride over here in the rains previously, but I'm thinking now with this view should be an interesting ride. Alright, I'm going to go and chill with the guys. There's a well that's spooking some of us out, reminds us of the well from The Ring, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the motorcycle next. Always a sign of a good place, a happy dog. Alright, finally done with breakfast here at MTDC. We're now on our way back to Mumbai. Probably gonna stop for a few pictures in a few minutes from now. But yeah, it's been a really nice ride, especially after I've been locked to my desk for the entire week and on Saturday also. And getting out and enjoying a view like this with the boys again, really nice. Thank you again so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you did not, please share feedback in the comments. As always, at least wear your helmets while riding your motorcycle, especially on rides like this, and ride safe. It's a freaking jungle out here.
With a great bag, came up, you can't hate that. Self-made, you can't take that. Yeah, self-made, you can't make that. Some said I need a record deal, I need a co-sign, I need a Dre track. But all the time I had a mean flow, I had a cold grind, and that's a great match. Payback, codes and I make racks. And my pockets gon' stay fat, cause I murk beats and I slay.